I went to pastry school with celiac and now I'm remaking everything gluten-free. Today we're going back to day 37 of class and making a French fruit tart. Starting off with the tart shell, I already prepared it. This is just my classic gluten-free go-to pie crust. This has been sitting in the freezer and we're just gonna prepare it to go into blind bake. So I'm just gonna take my fork and make a bunch of little dots in the dough. Okay, perfect. I have my dough all docked. Now I'm adding some parchment paper, and I have this container of rice that I use for blind baking. Now my crust is going into the oven and we're gonna move on to the pastry cream. I haven't done this since pastry school, so hopefully it will go well, but I'm gonna start by adding some cornstarch to this bowl. Now I'm gonna add just a portion of the milk. This is to make a little cornstarch slurry. Now adding in my eggs, I have, it added itself. Now in a sauce pot, I'm adding the rest of the milk and some sugar. On the stove, I'm gonna bring this to a boil, temper it into the eggs, then add it back in until it gets nice and thick, so let's go do that. I'm back with my pastry cream. This thankfully worked out. Things got a little bit hectic, but I've just been letting it cool. So now I'm re-whipping it a little bit. The last ingredient is some vanilla paste. Now I'm gonna fold in a little bit of heavy cream to make this a lighter diplomat cream. Now back to our tart shell that has been chilling. Let's see. This is looking so perfect. And you can definitely pipe this in if you want, but I'm just gonna go with the old-fashioned way and pour this cream right in here. Smooth this around evenly. This is looking so perfect. I'm just gonna set it aside while I cut up the fruit. So today for fruit, I have strawberries, blueberries, and kiwis. So first up, cutting my kiwis. I'm gonna cut some thin slices of the strawberry. Now that we have all our fruit cut, it's time to decorate the tart. I think I'm gonna start with blueberries around the edges. Now I'm gonna go in with a layer of strawberries. And now kiwi. Beautiful, this is looking so pretty. Finishing touches, I just have a little bit of syrup that I'm gonna brush on all of the fruit. And here's our French fruit tart. It looks so stunning. The only thing left to do is cut a slice. Yum, look at that slice. Yum, this is a success. That's another pastry school recipe down and a lot more to go.